Hey guys, I want to talk about the ad creative that is performing the best right now, today in 2025. Since we created our company about 7-8 years ago, we have spent millions of dollars on Facebook and Instagram ads. And over time, I've seen visuals that are absolute trash, and I've seen visuals that literally generate millions of dollars a year. So in this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 creatives that I'm seeing currently working right now for your Facebook ads. Now, one thing that I've been hearing more and more lately from people that see ads on a daily basis is that ads are looking more like ads. What I mean by that is ads are looking more spammy and people can spot out an ad immediately. And when people see that it's an ad, they are already turned off by that. And when that happens, your ad is not gonna convert very well. So one of the keys that I found work very well when creating solid ad creative is making sure that your ad doesn't look so much like an ad. Because you gotta understand, there's people online right now that are being bombarded with marketing every single day. And if yours looks just like the other one, then people aren't going to click on your ad and buy your product and service. Now, one of the biggest keys to actually making sales from your ads is creating creative that builds trust. The biggest barrier that stops people from wanting to buy your product or your service is the fact that they do not trust you. So I'm going to give you 5 different ad creative styles that I see that are working right now that are designed to not only build trust, but also increase sales and get your business moving in the right direction. So the first type of creative that I see performing really well time and time again, this is tried and true, are creatives that draw people in emotionally. You can have a visual that leads with pain and draws people in emotionally, or you can have a visual that leads with pleasure and draws people in emotionally. You have to understand this. People buy with emotion and justify it later with logic. What that means is if you're not using ad creative to emotionally draw people in, you are dropping the ball and you're not gonna make the money that you wanna make. So in order to master this, you have to understand your ideal customer's biggest pain points as well as their deepest desires. And if you can identify those things, then creating creatives like this is gonna be a lot easier. Let me show you what I mean. So here's a creative from Mott & Bow, and I want to show you what I mean by leading with pain. Check out this text overlay. The worst tees women can buy. That's already sounding like a pain point, which is going to be very attractive to women who don't want to buy the worst tees. So I'm going to play this and you can check it out. Tees that are too tight. That's a pain point for certain women. They don't want to wear t-shirts that are super tight. Let's keep going. Tees that are too loose. That's another big pain point for women. They don't want to wear tees that are raggedy looking and are too loose. Tees that shrink after one wash and don't last long. Those are all very key pain points, and Mott & Bow knows their customers so well that they know these are the pain points. They led with pain in this ad, and because of that, this is a high-performing ad for them. And then what they do is they go right into the benefits of buying a Mott & Bow t-shirt. It's more flattering, it's not uncomfortable, it looks elegant, looks luxurious, looks confident. So when it comes to running ads and creating creative that actually converts, one thing you can do is you can lead with pain and then move into the benefits of the product because pain is very attractive. Now, another thing that you can do that converts really well is when you lead with pleasure. And to do this, you have to understand your customer's deepest desires. Now, this ad from Mott & Bow is really cool because they understand their customer's deepest desire. If you look at this ad right here, it says 2025 new butt. Gain your confidence back this new year with the best jeans that sculpt your butt into a rounder, more lifted shape. Mott & Bow did their research because they understand that women want their butt to look nice in nice jeans. And in this, they literally have the headline that says 2025 new butt. And that is very attractive to women that want to have their butt looking good. So notice what they did here. They emotionally involved their customer and got them to click and take action on the ad. So if you're looking for one way to level up your ads in 2025, utilize this strategy of leading with pain points and leading with pleasure, and you can do just that. Let's jump into number 2. Number 2 is reviews. Now, reviews are tried and true. This goes back centuries where companies have used reviews and word of mouth to get more people to buy their products and services. Now, the cool thing about reviews is they help to remove that barrier of distrust that everyone that shops online naturally has. This is a great way to build trust with your potential customers. Because it's one thing for me to tell you that my brand is amazing and we can get you amazing results with ads and all these other things, but it hits a lot different when I have one of my students leave a review for our company and tell you how amazing we are. And the same thing goes for your brand. If you can get people to leave you reviews, it's going to resonate more with people who are considering buying your product or your service. And one of the brands that I really like and love their marketing approach is called Dad Gang. Dad Gang is a brand that creates these dad hats that say Dad Gang on them, and they've created such a cult following where dads just wear these hats all over the place, and they have a lot of really cool hats. Now, I want you to check out this Dad Gang hat and how simple and easy it is to create a product review like this. It's a picture of the Dad Gang hat, and then what they've done is they've literally taken screenshots of different reviews that people have said about the hat. This is the simplest yet one of the most effective ways for you to utilize creative in 2025. You don't have to create these complicated ads that take hours and hours to put together. You can simply use customer reviews in a unique way. All Dad Gang did was they took screenshots of people commenting under their posts and pasted them on a page, and boom, they created an ad. And one thing that I've heard from one of the founders of Dad Gang is that this creative is actually doing really, really well for them. So if you're someone who's had customers that have dropped comments and left reviews that way, but didn't officially leave you a review, or maybe they sent you a text message about how amazing your product is, you can literally just take screenshots of those kind words that they've said, and you can throw it on a page, go in Canva, and add the reviews like that. Let me show you inside of Canva how easy it is for you to actually go and create some review creatives. So if you come over here to Canva and you type in review here, you'll see that Canva has all these different review style templates that you can use to start building trust with your customers. Okay, and I'm not gonna get into Canva and do all of that, but you can see here, there's a bunch of different review templates that you can use and start running ads to them. But one of the ways to do it in a very effective manner is to use the way that Dad Gang did it by adding the actual product and then taking screenshots and pasting them on a page. Super simple, yet very effective to do. I encourage y'all to start doing that as well. Now, another very effective creative in 2025 that's working really well is educational content. Now, when it comes to educational content, there's a few ways to utilize it. You can create a picture in Canva that gives you step 1, 2, and 3 to doing something. I believe it's called a listicle, right? You can list the different steps to achieving a certain result. Now, in order to maximize the way that these ads convert, first thing you have to understand is when you're giving away educational content, do not hold back. Give them all the steps they need to achieve their desired outcome, to achieve their desired result. You want to give them the things that you typically charge for free inside of this video or inside of this picture where you're dropping the steps. Because if you don't do that, then they're not going to think that your brand is valuable and they're not going to buy from you. So the framework that we like to use when creating educational content is hook, value, CTA. So at the beginning of the video, you want to start with an effective hook, something that's going to draw people in. For instance, here's 7 crazy ways to save over $100,000 on taxes this year. That's a hook. That's going to draw people in within the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video. Then you move into the value portion. And the value portion is where you're actually educating these people that are watching the video. So literally give them the 7 crazy ways in detail on how they can save $100,000 on taxes this year. Give it to them the same way that you would give it to a client. Because here's the thing, once they realize that you are an actual authority in the space and you're really giving them things that actually work, they're gonna trust you more. And the theme of this whole video is building trust with your potential clients so that they can buy from you. So you're gonna give them the value, and then at the very end, you're gonna have your call to action. Your call to action is gonna say, hey, go ahead and click the link for more information, or click shop now to get yours today. That's what you're gonna do. When you start doing this and creating that educational style content, it's gonna put you in the space of being an authority in the space. You're gonna remove the barrier of distrust that a lot of people have online, and you're gonna start converting more. Doesn't matter if you're a coach, doesn't matter if you're selling products or services. Number 4, and this is one of the most slept on creatives that you can use in 2025, is interviews. This is one of those things that you can do, again, to build that authority in your space. You can start interviewing people that have had a great experience with your brand. You can sit down with them and you can interview them and allow them to tell the viewers how amazing your products and services are. I'm telling you right now, we utilize interviews a lot. If you look at our YouTube channel, we've interviewed a lot of our past students, and it helps so much with building trust with people that are thinking about working with us, but that might be on the fence. Start utilizing utilizing interviews and interview your past customers, which will shine a light on them and put them in the spotlight, but ultimately shines a positive light on your brand as well. And the cool thing about these interviews is, yes, you can actually use them in your ad. You can literally take the entire interview if you wanted to and run an ad to a 20-minute interview, or you could just take a brief clip of the interview and then have them click a link to watch the rest of the interview, or click a link to go to your product or service. Let me show you. So one of my favorite marketers, Russell Brunson, does a great job of flooding the block with ad creative. And one of the creatives that he uses a lot are interview creatives. These creatives shine a light on people that have worked with you before. They share their experience, and ultimately, because they're sharing their experience that they've had with you, that happens to be a positive experience, people that are seeing this are way more likely to take action on your offer. In this particular example, Russell is selling tickets to his event, Funnel Hacking Live. So what he has here is an actual full-length interview with Garrett J. White. And the call to action is basically for you to learn more about the event and buy tickets. This is a slept-on strategy, y'all. I don't want y'all to sleep on the strategy, because it is an amazing way to shine a light on your brand, build community, build culture, and get these people to start buying your products and services. Now, number 5, this is also a really good one when it comes to building trust, and it's press style ads. If you've ever gotten press in a particular publication, you can take a screenshot of that particular publication and you can run ads to that. Another thing you can do is, instead of taking that exact article that was featured, you can create your own mock-up or style that showcases that you've been featured in a magazine like Forbes. And in this different style, it doesn't show the exact words on the article, but maybe it'll have the logo of the brand with a picture of y'all with a little quote from that particular article. That's another great way to utilize press style ads. If you've ever been interviewed on a news station, or let's say you've been interviewed on a podcast, that's another form of press that you can run ads to. So one thing that we'll do anytime we're featured on a big podcast, we'll also run ads using those clips from the podcast creative. Because what this does is it adds authority to us, because we're on these major platforms with these major players in the space that are interviewing us and asking us for our expertise and our knowledge on Facebook ads and marketing and things like that. So sometimes we'll use different clips from different podcasts that we've been on and run ads to that. And again, the whole goal with this entire thing is to keep building trust and get people to take advantage of your products and services. Because if you have amazing products and services, then it's your duty to get those products and services out to the masses as much as humanly possible. So I hope this video was helpful. Whether you're a coach, whether you're selling a product, whether you have a particular service, these are the creatives that you want to be using in 2025, y'all. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and drop a comment as well. Let me know what type of businesses you have and how you're going to be using these creatives, y'all. All right, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Peace and love, and we'll see you next time.